shout out again and R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. Mm-hmm. That was a big wake up call to me. Kevin Samuels passing away now some 3 weeks ago. Still don't seem real.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
He passed away, Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Right?
Yes.
And it still doesn't seem real. But him passing away, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he was an older gentleman, but wasn't like he was 70 or 80. He wasn't quite 60. He was 56, 57.
53, actually.
Outwardly appeared to be pretty much in good health, right? A lot more slender than both me and you, you know.
Right.
Tall and slender, appeared to be in good health. And to pass away at like 56, 57. This passed away.
Yeah, he's 53. He was 53.
No.
Mm-hmm. Boss. I'm a boss. Big boss. And you know it's real talk.
They say that's what he kept telling everybody. I saw the what's the name? It said he was born in 1965.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the thing was, shout out, lately to him, posthumous, how you could call it. He was doing that thing. Shout out to Richie Mack. Richie Mack's doing the Thailand. He was telling me, like in the Hollywood scene, when they start to get up in age, they get, I won't say funny, but they get a little defensive about their age because there is a such thing as ageism in the industry, in the Hollywood industry. Right. No matter, the guy could still be as fit or even fitter than a younger guy, still do the role. There's something about once some of these guys start getting up there, the movie agencies and stuff act a little funny with them. So a lot of actors, they won't try to disclose, but everything is on the media, especially nowadays. You can just Google how old is whatever, but that is just a long practice thing. And I remember when again, shout out to Richie Mack doing the Thailand, when he had me on this panel, we had Michael Jai White on there. And I just asked Michael Jai White his age.
Okay, all right. So, Big Boss, what you got to say? What you got to say to my man Michael Jai White?
Well, what I want to say, thank you, Richie Mack, for bringing me on. And to you, Michael Jai White, I'm a big fan. I've been a fan for the longest. I love Spawn. My favorite movie of yours is the Blood and Bone or whatnot. So I'm just a fan, man. I just wanted to come on here, just give you your roses now, man. And thank you. Black don't crack. I gotta ask you, sir. What is your age? How old are you?
Well, I'm 50 something.
50 something. Okay.
Yeah. Same age as you, Big Boss. Put it like that. Same age as you.
Yeah. Because I'm about to tell him, because when I was speaking with Richie Mack a while back, I was telling Richie Mack, I said, I'm older than you. I don't look it. He said, no, boss. So I'm 50 myself. And I know Richie Mack, he said you were 53, something like that.
You just blasting out ages? That's what I brought you up for, to blast out ages?
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, like, it goes to like taking care of yourself. Just because you are in the 50s club doesn't mean you have to look like it, and doesn't mean it have to slow you down. Like I said, look at me. I'm 50 myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's just shows that it's good when, black men take care of themselves, for longevity. So, and like I said, man, I'm a big fan, and that's all I want to say. I didn't really want to say nothing. I just wanted to come on here to give you your roses, sir. So
thank you. I think, I mean, heredity has given us some good cards to play with. Because I mean, we're survived from the strongest of the strong. So if we take care of what's been given to us, we can be well preserved, I feel. And it's really about the inside out. If you're healthy on the inside, it comes out. And it's about what you take in. And out there in this society nowadays, a lot of people are bringing poison into the system, not only by food but also by social media and negativity and everything else. That's why I really applaud you, Richie, because you're not doing that thing. You're not taking part in making your world darker by getting into the whole negative shit.
I don't do that. Mike, you know me. Have I ever been like that? This is who I've always been, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is how I've been. I've just got a loving spirit, man. I love people, and that's why I love Mike. Because Mike could easily be fronting and flossing and acting like something else, because he has every right to if he really wanted to be that, but that's just not who he is as a human being. That's why I love him so much. So Big Boss, thank you, brother. Before the billions, what you got to say?
Yes, sir. Let me give you the salute. Thank you so much, Richie Mack, for having me up. I really do appreciate it. First time up on the panel, so I'm just saying thank you so much, man. So, Michael J. White, I got this question for you. I saw your interview with Vlad TV.
Because I was about to lead into, basically the whole thing. You look good for your hell. You look great for your age. In way better shape than me. Hell, you in better shape. And I pretty much knew it because, to be honest, I had Googled it. I had Googled it, so I knew. But on the video, I wanted to ask. I wanted to set up the question so I can lead into, you look good, you look great for your age, the importance of taking care of yourself, taking care of your temple when you get older in age, have that foundation. I was going to go in that whole spiel, and shout out to Michael J. White if you ever watch this. He got a little defensive. He kind of snapped back at me. I like, whoa. And then later, it's still up. Later off camera, me and Richie Mack are talking, and then he said, well, boss. He really meant nothing by it. Let me run it down to you. And he broke it down to, is this a long-held tradition in the Hollywood scenes that, and he said it's really more so, especially for black actors more than white, right? And that's crazy.
Really? Black I was going to say, yeah.
Exactly. Richie Mack, he broke it all the way down to me behind the scenes. He said that's where it's coming from. He didn't mean nothing by it. I said, bro, I just was gonna ask. I set up the question so I had a whole little spill in my head about, that's why us brothers, older brothers, need to take blah 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 blah, and it just kind of derailed. That being said, blah blah blah. That being said, that happened. That being said, I believe our dear departed brother, Mr. Kevin Samuels, had some of that going on. He was basically YouTube celebrity, right? He was YouTube, but he had climbed to a point where he was hobnobbing with the likes of Future, Nicki Minaj, Joe Budden, and others, and had other stuff in the works. We come to find out, especially from O'Shea Duke Jackson and Dennis Sperling, he had other stuff in the works. So what I'm saying is, at one point, Kevin Samuels basically became YouTube celebrity. So I think he has some of that mind frame, and then knowing again how we perceive, the ageism. You can do the job better than someone half your age, but sometimes if you're perceived as the old man, people kind of tune you out.
Right.
Oh, that's the old man. That's Unc. That's Uncle. That's OG. Yeah, he cool. We shine him on, but he's just over there talking. So I believe that's where a lot of that 53 stuff came from, because that's what he would say. Shout out to Kevin Samuel, but I heard him many a times say he was 53.
Right.
On the report, especially the toxicology report, and everything after his passing, it came out he was born in 1965. So he wasn't 53, and so even when they reported he was 56, he had just had a birthday, so he had turned 57. So even in the reporting, they knocked it down by 1 year. He was technically 57, not even 56, but he told everybody 53. And I can see it because you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and all realness. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about him, so I'll talk about myself. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Boss keeps it real 99.9999% of the time. But you see these little grades right here. So sometimes, okay, I'm gonna say it once and one time only. This is only the internet. It's not gonna last forever, right? Sometimes when I holler at a young chickadee here in the Matrix, right? Overseas it don't matter. And again, this ageism stuff, right? Is really an American thing for whatever reason. This ageism.
Right.
I'm hollering at it. It happened like at least once or twice this past week. Mm-hmm. Because I'm always on my 10 toes. Yes, I don't focus on matrix females. I don't focus, but again, I'm in the matrix. So a man got to do what a man got to do. So I'm always ready. I'm always shooting my shot. If nothing else, to stay in the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like
kind of sharpen your pen, if you will.
You got to sharpen your pen. Like I said, I'm an armed security officer, and every 2 years we have to qualify on the range. But it's also upon us in between those 6 months on our own dime and time. We are expected to go to the range, spend our own money on time, and boom, pew, 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 to keep our skills up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like you say, sharpen the pen. I keep my skills up all the time, even today. And boss got shot down twice a day. But anyway. I be 10 toes. Excuse me, hola, how you doing? What's your name? Woona, this and this and that. Okay. And so a lot of times, especially if it's a young cutie, you look cool, you good, you look cool. And like maybe they see the gray and or whatever. How old are you? Oh man. Why? How is that even a question?
Right.
You know, how old are you? So sometimes, okay, I didn't say this. Sometimes bossy boss might take a little bit off. Oh shit! We all know bossy boss at 50, man. I'm the nifty 50. Matter of fact, I will be 51 this year. I will be 51 this Halloween. I was born in 1971. So this year makes me 51. Right now I'm still 50, but Halloween I will be 51. But sometimes I don't tell them chicks that. Good thing I got an all-male channel. They won't watch this show. They won't watch this show. So I'm like 45, 44, 43. I'm whatever it is, it's in the fours. Oh shit.
Nah, it's all good, man. All good,
I'm
brother.
saying, I even do that, right? Okay, boss, keep it real. Okay, boss, keep it real. Even when I don't keep it real, I'm keeping it real, right?
Right.
After the fact. So even I kind of, but for a reason, you know, we're talking about this matrix mating strategy, which is a trip, because in America do focus on ageism in a workplace sometimes, in the dating space, especially. How old are you? So that being said, I believe that plays into why. And he was smart. Kevin Samuels was a strategist. You know, he was about that bag, and he was about doing the mission and not getting tied up in nebulous stuff that don't really matter, right?
Right.
Just because if he says he's 55 and 56 and 57 and 58, then all of a sudden it almost like discredit what he's saying. Oh, he's just an old man with old 1960 philosophy. He just an old man, so we're not going to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one reason why he kind of just like he did what Bossy Boss do this week. You know, 53, knowing good now well you 56, going on 57. But right. Again, rest in peace. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I say, rest in peace. All respect. And like I said, when I had that brief interaction that kind of derailed with Michael Jai White, right? I asked him his age. I was like, whoa. I was like, wow. But like I say, Richie Mack said in the celebrity space period, whether it's YouTube or whatever, once you get to a certain level, you know, and you're perceived and popularity, people look at that kind of stuff. They start doing that kind of stuff to you.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point that you make. And I think that because of Hollywood, it kind of has trickled down into, you know, for everybody else, because you're right. Like in a different country, just came back from Colombia. I was in Cali and I was in Medellin. But like in a different country, like you can have a guy that's like, you know, you're already 50 years old and could be with a woman that's like 21.
Just 21, and it's normal.
Right? Yeah. Shout out to
not only is it accepted, it's normal.
Right.
No one looks at you crazy. So if the 50, not to cut you off, if the 50-year-old guy and the 21-year-old girl are at the grocery store hand in hand, you don't have people.
Right. Yeah, you
do that over here. Oh my goodness! Not only would they be whispering, someone might make a little comment like, "Get someone your own age, you creep."
Right. Exactly.
What is wrong with America?